break a scene. One step deep as you fall to me. Hot clap, we skip a beat. Count 1, 2, 3. Won't you start the music, get into it? Won't you dance with me? Find a place to lose it, you can do it. Won't you dance with me?
Hi guys, welcome to a new video. Today is almost 2021 now actually, so I thought this would be a perfect time to do a big kind of clean out to end the year and hopefully have a better year next year. So in case you're wondering, this is my bribe to keep Clyde beside me instead of going to eat his hay, but I'm going to clean my saddle pads, my brushes, my tack, and I'm going to give Clyde a nice huge brush as well so that he's nice and clean and looking fabulous for 2021. So I hope you guys enjoy. Make sure you like and subscribe and turn on your notifications as well, because apparently that's a good thing. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Let's go! The first thing I'm going to do is clean my saddle pads. I have quite a lot of saddle pads. This isn't even all of them, but they are all filthy because I just don't clean them that often. I just can't really be bothered, to be honest. So I'm just going to get them all clean now, and yeah, you can see the grease on that one. I think they're just a bit filthy right now, but if you would like a actual detailed kind of description of each saddle pad and how I got them and all that kind of stuff, check out my saddle pad collection video, which I'll link at the end of this video on one of the wee end screen thingies, so watch till the end for that. Right, let's start with champagne. I think this is probably my favourite saddle pad. It's so nice. It's such a nice colour, and forgot to mention, this is me just brushing them down the snow. Obviously I've not even brushed the inside, but I'll probably give them a proper wash later because this just kind of gets the hair off the front of it, and then I'll give them a proper wash so that the grease comes off and everything. Now I'm going to clean my tack. I know tack cleaning's a little bit boring to watch, so I'm just going to show you the main part of my saddle because this is the kind of thing that I use different stuff for. I've already cleaned my girth, my stirrups and my stirrup leathers, and I've cleaned my bridle as well. So I'm just going to show you this. So for my saddle, because it's half synthetic and half leather, it needs two different things. So for the synthetic bit I use this Rena Pour, I don't know how to pronounce it. And all you have to do for this is spray it on the synthetic parts of the saddle and then rub it in with a cloth. Then for the leather bit I have Shire's leather food. So for this, all you have to do is get a sponge or a cloth. It doesn't really matter, but I prefer using a sponge. It's a nice orangey colour actually. And then rubbing it in to all the bits, even the corners, so that you don't miss any bits. And getting it nice and clean. The tack is all clean now. Next we're going to give Clyde a brush because we don't want to wash all the brushes and then have soaking wet brushes to brush Clyde with. So let's head over to Lily's stable now, where Clyde currently is. Let's get the grooming box.
Hi Clyde! Are you ready for a brush? Hello! Beep!
So you're probably wondering why Clyde has been in his stable for so long. Basically, yesterday when we went out a hack, I realised he just wasn't really trotting it like he usually does, and basically he's just kind of tweaked something in his foot, running about in the fields being an idiot basically. So he's just staying in the stable for 2 or 3 days, and then he'll be back out. We'll put him in the top field, see how he is, and then we'll start riding him in like 3 days time. But nothing to worry about, just him being a numpty in the fields, but he's not really injured himself. He just wasn't like 100%, and I don't want him to further injure himself by us keeping riding him, so that's why he's just getting a few days off. But Clyde hates being in the stable, he hates being stuck in the stable for ages. He likes coming in at night to go for a nap, but he doesn't like being in during the day when all his pals are out in the bottom field. So that's why I'm trying to spend a lot more time with him this now, since he'll be really bored. So we're going to give him a nice big brush. He looks really handsome today, as he does every day. So we're going to give him a nice brush, and then once I've finished the grooming brushes, I'm going to do a live video on my Instagram as well, so I can sit and chill with him for a while. So we better get started. I'm going to put some treats in Clyde's hay net just to keep him interested and busy, so he's got something to look for. So I'm just going to kind of hide them in his hay net. There you go, you can have one of this now. I'll just stick them all in. Hard to find. So the final thing we need to sort is my grooming box. I'm just going to quickly go through it and decide what to wash and what not to wash, because obviously things such as hoof oil I'm not going to wash. So this brush definitely needs a wash. This hairbrush is alright. It could probably do going in the wash, but I think I'll just leave it because all it really needs is some hair pulled out of it. This hairbrush is also fine. I don't know why I'm calling it a hairbrush, it's called a mane and tail brush. The pig oil doesn't need washed. My unique horse brush could do with a little bit of a wash, it's a bit dusty. Oh. This definitely needs a wash, it's so dusty. This could do with a wash, but I think I'll leave it because it's just a hoof pick. My Novas Hush brush needs a wipe, but not a wash. Yeah, it just needs a bit of a wipe, it's just a bit dusty from all the grease and yuck in my grooming box. This is fine, doesn't need a wash, but I'm just going to stick it in anyway because it's a bit dusty. This could do with a wash, this is Clyde's face brush. That's fine. That's Clyde's studs for when we go cross country in the summer when the ground's a bit slippy. This is Clyde's massage block, that doesn't need a wash. Clyde's curry comb could do with a bit of a wash. Ooh, look what I found, Clyde! Look! I found some polos. There you go. This, all the stuff at the bottom needs a wash because one of my mane and tail bottles burst. So everything's gone a bit yucky at the bottom. That's disgusting. Ugh. I never even realised one of the mane and tail bottles burst because it's all the stuff at the bottom that's retained the damage. Yeah. And my dressage cards are actually okay because they're in packs, but The outside of it's not. So yeah, the inside of my grooming box has been covered in mane and tail spray. So let's get that. Let's go and get this disgusting mess sorted. Right, I'm just gonna get the hose and just clear them. I think I'll make it like a power wash. That's not really good. Ah, there we go. I'll just pour that out and leave that to dry. I think I put a little too much fairy in. It's a little bit bubbly, but it's okay. So now I'm just going to put in the brushes that I want washed into the pot. Now I'm just going to put the brushes into the bot. Oh my gosh. Now I'm just going to put the fairy. Now I'm just going to put the brushes that I want washed into the bucket of fairy liquid and hot water, and then I'll leave them for a few hours to clean, and then I will take them out to dry, and that'll take most of tomorrow for them to dry most likely. So it takes quite a while for brushes to dry. I'm just going to give it a wee, just push everything in and make sure it's all under the water so that it gets washed properly. And then once that's washed for a few hours, I'm going to put my hands in and rub the brushes so that the mud and the dust and the grease starts coming out. So this won't be featured in that video, but if you want to try this yourself, then that's what you should probably do so that the grease and everything actually comes out. I can already see the colour of the water is literally brown. It's disgusting. Clyde's very greasy even when he's clean, so his brushes need washed quite a lot to keep them clean, but you should wash your brushes because you should obviously use like a metal curry comb to get the hair out, but every so often they still need a wash. So that's that all sorted. You can't really vlog with a Canon camera, but here we are. That's the end of our end of winter cleaning. That was a horrible noise. Our end of winter cleaning video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure you like and subscribe and follow our Instagram at the Fell Pony as well, because there'll be lots of exciting giveaways and other fun stuff this year coming up on that. But we're gonna go live on Instagram now, so are you ready, Clyde? Let's go. Bye.
Get the beat, count 1, 2, 3. Won't you start the music, get into it? Won't you dance with me? Find a place and lose it, you can do it. Won't you dance with me?